especially evangelical Protestantism inherited a tradition that jettisoned all the traditions, you know, is unfortunate. And I think we, like, if, like, for me, just being evangelical and part of the church I'm a part of, like, I have to go back to this stuff in order to, like, ground my faith, because, like, well, even when I was talking about Looney Tunes and Calvin, like, the experience I had in church and my growing up experience, my faith experience, it is different than my sons. Like, we're not even singing the same songs. And like, you know, I kind of feel some remorse about how, like, we kicked against, you know, we got to have contemporary services, and moving from hymns to choruses to contemporary worship or whatever, like, that was like kind of a bad move.
The problem with that I just thought of is, like, back to the incarnational thing with the if you want to have contemporary services, you know, you can think of this in any term. It's like Vatican II or whatever. Like, there's some degree where there's wisdom in that, where, like, you want to apply it to the times, but, like, the more contemporary it gets, like, if you're always contemporary, then you have no incarnated liturgical memory with your inheritance, because it's always new. And so your point is, like, your son isn't singing the same songs that you sang. My kids sure as shit will be singing the same songs. Like, I see it.
They've been doing it for 1,000 years.
Right. Because, like, that is something, like, because we're still in the Paschal season right now. So, like, there's a special, so, like, the hymn to the Theotokos is a song that's sung in every liturgy. It's a hugely well-known hymn of Orthodoxy. But, like, during certain seasons, you do variants on it. So, like, in the Paschal season, there's a Paschal hymn to the Theotokos that you sing, and it's totally new and unique. And for a lot of people, it's like their favorite song, or it's like one of their favorite songs. So you see everyone when it comes up in every liturgy, and then in the Paschal season up to the Ascension, you know, or like Pentecost, whatever. You sing that song from the eve of Pascha all the way to that. So, like, for the 40 days, you're singing that at every service, that version of the song, and you only sing it then. So it's like a seasonal thing.
Yeah.
So it's like a linear. Like, we've sang it forever, and we do it every year. So it's like a spiral thing. But, like, you see all these kids. Like, last week in church, I was watching this. So there's like I felt pre-tears coming already, but, like, there's a family.
Luke's gonna cry.
There's a family at our church whose dad and grandfather really unexpectedly passed away. Like, because he was a healthy dude. He was, like, on a treadmill and just, like, fell. And he was just gone. And it was shocking. It was, like, shocking to everyone. It was a really big funeral. It's actually the only it's like my first process that I've gone to. And a lot of it was, like, the most moving times for me for this Paschal season, because, like, this Paschal season and this Lent, we're not I've just been overwhelmed with life. It's funny how God works. And, like, wasn't really doing the fast, wasn't really going to the services. And then, like, on the eve, so I'm giving all the context for this family. On the eve of the service, like, we went as a family to like the Good Friday service, essentially, Orthodoxy. And the priest came out, because you do processions where the priest comes out, he's, like, carrying the cross, and you put the cross in, and there's, like, all this, it's like full on theater, kayfabe, like, you're doing this stuff. And I, you know, I'm there trying to participate, and I just see one of this guy's daughters, like, sit in front of me, their family sit in front of me, and I just see her, like, all of it. She's just seeing her father in all of it. And she can't, and it's her first Lent and Pascha. And this is something I see a lot. I mean, it's not unique to the Orthodox Church, but, like, we go to church so much, And for people whose faith is really serious to them, who are at church all the time, like this was a family that's there all the time. And so then all of a sudden when they're going to church and their dad's not there anymore, who's there every time, like it hits in a way that like you can't manufacture that. And then I see her like weeping, and so I'm weeping, and then this last Sunday, I see her kids, this daughter's kids, who the dad was always like, he always stood at the front with his grandsons, and he would like corral them and stand there. He was always at this point, and you'd see him up there every time, every Sunday, and he's just there monitoring them, watching over them, because all the kids are in the service. And it's so I can't talk sometimes when I'm crying. And so then I see this mom come in during the liturgy, and the boys get funneled over by the grandma. And then I see like the youngest of the little boys during the Paschal hymn do the Theotokos, and he's just like happily singing the whole thing. And I see the mom looking over at him, and I'm just like, I mean, really, like there's no, all of that to me is like, this isn't like a either or plug for Orthodoxy, but like that's a big, like that whole story is a big reason why I converted. Like I want that for my kids. I want my grandkids doing that. Like all of that I want, and I didn't think I could give that to them with Big Eva non-denominational stuff. I just didn't think I could give that to them that way. And it's I don't know. That's all. I can't. Yeah. But it's like, to me that is more, and it's also like that to me is personalist incarnational theology, because it's God present through the people in my church. It's not a bunch of dumb ideas that you can just say and then not live. It's obviously lived. There it is. It's undeniable.